Hey guys, we're back. We're back for another session, and we're fired up. This is Sunday, and we do these every Sunday. So we come and have a quick chat, and then just depends on how kind of like how it goes. Because it hasn't been really busy. That I haven't had much to talk about lately. But yeah, so chime in if you're here. Ask any questions if you have any questions, and yeah, I'm happy to you know answer them, and sort of um, that's kind of like why we do these. But yeah, so it's been an interesting week. What about yourself, Garth? What's been traveling your neck of the woods?
Just trying to think. Well, just trying to think of any news that's worthy. I mean, we've still got that referendum. I think the referendum is in within a couple of weeks or something like that, right? So that's like on the political side. I think everyone doesn't care about that. Everyone's into sport right now, and they're watching all the grand finals. So there was like AFL grand
Yes,
final yesterday, and then today, right now, there's
NRL.
football. Yeah, yeah, NRL. Yeah. So, and I think there's another one on as well. So, plus it's a long weekend here. So it's first of
Wow.
October now, Sunday, the 1st of October, and tomorrow's public holiday. So it's been a 3-day long weekend. But yeah, it's just been pretty busy sort of this week, and also in the states, there's been a lot of stuff going on with, like, if you don't know, what happens is the government, basically Congress has to like have money for the government, right? And what happens is if they don't like right, they've basically got to get more funding for bills, right? And they do this
Yeah.
all the time. You hear about it all
Oh,
the time.
oh,
And
yeah.
about they've just done this to stop they call it the government shutting down, and it happens all the time. But what happens is just before the government shuts down, Biden, he'll sign a funding bill to keep the government open, which just happened. I'm not sure. I think it was. I was trying to get the exact amount of money, but this happens all the time. And if you look at Bitcoin's price, you'll notice it's just went up a lot. Like it was at 25K, I think, previously. Last few, well, it's been at 25K for a while, and then it's jumped. I think it's currently 27,219. So it's gone up, not 2% in the last 7 days, but it's significant compared to what it's been doing. So, and I think this is to do with that. So yeah, we'll jump in a little bit that tonight. But yeah, how's your week been going?
Yeah, it's pretty green there. Yeah, no, it's my neck of the woods. It's been really wet here. It's been raining constantly. Usually once a day. So everything's green, and so I got to cut the lawns. Um, Chili plants are going well, probably too well. So I got to move them because they're just being too much water. Um, yeah, but other than that, I've just been watering around, to be honest. Yeah,
Yeah,
just doing heaps of stuff, sort of not crypto related. I've been
yeah,
helping with my missus. She's now started her own business, and she's getting into starting her own textiles brand. But
cool.
at the moment, she's just reselling. But she's eventually probably gonna like figure it out. The brand of clothes that she's selling is it's like a what's the word, evergreen. It never goes out
Hmm.
of fashion. So that's the type of range that she has, which is kind of like what I asked her she should do. And so she's learning the ropes, and it's pretty big here in Thailand. A lot of people do online shopping, and a lot of uh, people do the selling as well. So it's like a massive growth industry here, especially in Southeast Asia. I know it's pretty big in. It's actually really big in Philippines.
Hmm.
Um, I'm not sure about Vietnam. I know definitely in the Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore, and Thailand. Um,
Yep.
it's very big. TikTok is very big, and a lot of the people are getting into selling. Um, they can start a business from home and just start selling anything, literally anything that's people are going to buy. They just go online these days,
Yep.
and a lot of these people are now. That's why influencers so big because influencers have a lot of power in the sense that once they gather a following, a lot of people tend to, kind of like buy. It's just like old school marketing. People buy who they know, like, and trust.
Yeah.
Right? It's now that's just like online. And there's a lady here in Thailand. She started selling. I didn't know about her. Well, I saw her on TikTok, but my missus told me her story, and she started selling. She was one of the first people ever to start selling online in TikTok, online actually, in Thailand. And this is about 10 years ago. Anyway, now when she's on the TikTok and she sells stuff, she gets these huge brand deals, and then she sells it really low. So a lot of people just like buy when she comes online, and she'll have anywhere from 30 to 40,000, 50, even sometimes 100,000 people on live. And she'll sell like millions of dollars worth of stuff within like an hour. That's how much
Wow.
power she has. So a lot of these brands, they just throw money at her and to push their product and to sell it, even if they sell it at a loss. It's just more getting the name out there. So it's pretty big here. Selling online has really changed a lot of people. They can now basically start a business from home. I know it's different to Australia. I know TikTok's not that big in Australia, but they do a lot of Facebook and stuff, but it's massive here. It's just massive. And so yeah, that's what they do here. So I'm just helping her with that stuff, and I've got some other stuff I'm doing as well. So
Cool.
that's pretty. That's more of a long-term thing. Yeah, I've been pretty busy actually, to be honest. So always busy. Yeah. So with the obviously the crypto stuff, yeah, it's good to see that everything's green. That's for sure.
Well, there's been some interesting in the last 7 days. I mean, you got Bitcoin, okay, it's moved 27, but just scrolling down the list, there's quite a few there. Bitcoin Cash up 14.5%. Yeah, and it's Bitcoin Cash. There you go. In position 16. So that's interesting. Compared to some, and then keep going down this list.
Just under Litecoin. Wow.
Yeah, like, do you remember? I mean, that is interesting. So it could be to do with Bitcoin's Cash ecosystem, which we haven't really talked about too much, but they have done a lot with their ecosystem. So maybe that's something to do with it.
Maybe they haven't talked about it much amongst themselves either.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's below Litecoin. Remember when Bitcoin Cash was like top 10?
Yeah, I do.
It was a top 10 at one stage.
Yeah, it's only top 16. So,
yeah.
But it, like some of the other forks have gone a lot lower. So I think that's pretty good that it's still at 16. Yeah, it's quite interesting. And Maker at number 35, it's gone up 20%, 21, 22%.
1,400 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like $700 or something at one point. I remember that. Yeah, it was low.
So there's some of the big moves that I've seen recently. Yeah.
Yeah, and we've always said these low cap these lower cap blockchains they'll pump hard in the next bull run. Like they will just Litecoin, in my opinion, is going to be like a $300 Litecoin, and even Bitcoin Cash that could be getting up towards the 500s and 600s again.
Yeah.
I think it will. So yeah, that's where you want to be like buying your money. Even Polygon, that's like 54 cents. Polygon was like $1.30, I think it was all-time high or something, $1.40 or something. Can't remember. Hang on, it was $2.92. So that's even one that's gonna, Polygon. They just done a deal with Singapore, one of the Singapore banks. Singapore legal, like CBD in Singapore. This is like officially, and it's on Polygon. So that's big news for Polygon, and a lot of this other stuff too. Solana as well. That's been in the news. I know Ian Bellina is still talking about on his Token Metrics channel. He's still bullish on Solana, and also there was a few other projects that flipped from Ethereum to Solana.
Yep.
So probably Solana's probably just getting over the whole FTX thing, and it's funny though because when shit hits the fan and people kind of but people kind of have this memory lapse, and then all of a sudden it's like that idiot BitBoy. They have a memory lapse with him. They forget that how much of a dirtbag he really is, and then now he's just like sprouting another coin. I don't know what he does, but you know what I mean. I'm just using him as an example. So even with Solana, it's like it was really took a hit when FTX, but now it's come back. It's like $21. So Solana at one point was under $10. So there you go. It just goes to show you that just because of these dirt bags like SBF, having this association with Solana at the time, that's brought Solana down. It always comes back. It always recovers, and it was like under $9. There it is, $9.60 this year within a year. So now it's like $20. So, and don't forget, Solana hit $250. I remember, I think it was it hit $259 at one point at all time high. So there's a good 10x there just in Solana. Alone, if you're prepared to buy it and hold it, which you might be sitting on it for a few years, because we don't know when the next bull run's going to be. What I mean? So that's kind of the biggest question. Like Bitcoin is 27 now, but everyone wants to see an all-time high Bitcoin of 29, even what do you call it, a six-figure Bitcoin, which is over 100K. I don't think it's going to happen too soon. It's going to probably, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to happen next year. It might, 2024, maybe. I reckon more like 25 something. So, but it's not. That's not really that far in the distance when you come to think of it. Because think about it. It's almost at the end of the year now. It's like we're in October, dude. 1st of October today. So the year's pretty much gone. We're getting towards Christmas. Are they hanging up the Christmas lights in Brisbane?
I don't know. I haven't seen them yet, but they've definitely got Christmas in the shops. So if you go into say Kmart or Big W, something like that, they've actually got all the middle section is all Christmas. So they're getting ready. And what's crazy is Halloween. All the stuff for Halloween is out, right? But they got Christmas stuff at the same time as Halloween. So I haven't seen the Christmas lights go yet.
Halloween must be pretty big because they keep on putting the shit out in Australia.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not so big here. But
no, but it's, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's big in the States, but yeah, it's becoming more of a thing here. I've seen some shops just sell. I know one shop, they got some wild decorations and like, how would you describe it? Like big characters that look scary, that move and talk and stuff like that. I don't know what you call that, but like not like a robot, but they look like scary clowns and all sorts of things, and they talk to you and you put them up at your house, and they're just a gimmicky thing, but yeah, they're worth a lot of money, and this, it's just amazing. So I reckon people are buying them. So
last webinar we talked about, and again, we talk about a lot of stuff, but lately we've been talking about kind of things, side hustles and stuff that you can do, turn a bit of extra cash. We gave you some examples of that, that you can do, and then put that into Bitcoin, because you want to be kind of like really dialing in soon. You don't want to leave it too late. You want to be buying these low cap layer ones. They're the safest you can get. Low cap layer ones, and we just talked about them: Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Solana, Polygon, Avalanche, and the list goes on. So you want to be doing something extra, because obviously everyone's looking for more cash. Do something extra that'll give you some more coin, then you can then put into these low cap gems, because you make your money. You buy when that's when you make your money, when the shit's down. That's how Warren Buffett became. I mean, he became billionaire in the stock market, but he also became billionaire in real estate and also companies. So that's his strategy. His strategy, it's doctrine. It's basically, he wrote about it and people read his books, and this basically just follow exactly what he says. And what he does is when the shit is hitting the fan, he buys all the stuff really cheap. So you'd go to, you remember that shit that happened in Maui? Well, it's still happening now. The bushfires and stuff.
Yeah.
So you'd go and buy all the shit there. You go. I mean, if you're a billionaire, you just go to Maui now, because Maui is where that bushfire happened is one of the richest places on that island. Or if anyway, the property and real estate there was astronomical, $1 million homes.
Yeah.
So you go and buy the stuff there now while it's cheap, and then when it rebuilds. That's Warren Buffett. That is textbook Warren Buffett strategy, right?
Yeah.
So what am I alluding to? Well, you got to get some extra coin, right? And what always sells like hotcakes coming up towards Christmas? Throw that question to you.
What sells during Christmas like hotcakes?
Yeah, coming up to Christmas, what always sells like hotcakes every year without fail? Every year.
Like something online, or is it something in the shop?
Online and in the shop.
Christmas trees.
Yes.
Yes.
What else?
Those little stupid puppet things, Elf on the Shelf.
Yep. Christmas lights.
Christmas lights. Yeah, and those decorations.
Yep. So you could, Christmas lights.
Yep.
Always sell like fucking hotcakes every year.
Yep.
And so what you do is you buy these Christmas lights. You can just sell them on Facebook. Sell them on Facebook Marketplace is the easiest place, because you don't have to worry about any e-commerce stuff. You just basically use Facebook, and they just send you the money. Obviously, they're going to trust you. But you can buy these Christmas lights here for LED Christmas ribbon lights for a Christmas tree, and these are 3.5 RMB to 19.5 RMB. Or you can buy, here it is here, 5 meters, 5 meter silver belt or gold belt for 10 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just to give you an idea, 10 meter gold, which is this one here, this 10 meter one, gold belt 10 meter lights is 19.5. That's about $3 US for this 10 meter one. Now I don't know what that would sell in Australia for, but I reckon it'd be at least $30, maybe $30. I don't know the prices, but this is what you do. You buy all this Christmas stuff, and then you can put it on Facebook, and then you start advertising it and say, hey guys, I got all these Christmas lights, Christmas ribbons, you got all this whatever that is, aliens and stuff, and just put it on Facebook, because it's really it's easy to put on Facebook, because then they can just message you. You put it on the marketplace, they just message you and say, okay, whatever, can I pick it up? Yeah, come pick it up, and give them the price. So you're making, you're turning $3 into $30. I don't know how much they're worth, but I mean, you could do a Google search, and then you sell them like hotcakes. So that's something that you could do towards Christmas, and you could even do it online if you set up your own website and stuff, if you know how to do all that stuff. So I don't know. I just thought I'd throw that idea for you guys that are wanting an extra coin. Just following the trends, like the every Christmas, it's like, all the trends. Halloween trend, missed that one. The next one is Christmas, then it's like Easter, St. Valentine's, then it's like Easter, and then it's like, they're all every year it never goes out of fashion.
That's it.
So,
I just want to share a couple of things that's come up. So this one here is Supra. So Supra has just raised $24 million, right? Now it's a cross-chain Oracle bridgeless network. So, we've seen that sort of stuff before, but $24 million is quite a lot. And there's a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of investors in this project. So if we go over to X and check it out, this is their page. It's called Supra Oracles.
Yeah, we're calling it X now, eh?
Yeah. See, there's a little X up in the corner. Eventually, it'll be changed to X. So yeah, basically, they've got the early funding, and it's all about oracles and communicating with, like, I think they're trying to do like over 40 different networks. So it's pretty big. So if we have a look at the article, so 24 million, plenty of partners. So obviously, they've got everything to, they wouldn't invest this money if they didn't think it was going to happen and create product. So the idea is cross-chain Oracle. Oracle's, about prices. Also, it's bridgeless and achieve sub 2-second finality and security to be over 10x more secure than current bridges. Now, we know that bridges are a massive problem in DeFi, right? Like it's just a big risk. So if they're possibly making them more secure and also making it faster, that is something that they're trying to solve. So that's very interesting. So yeah, because it says they're 1.5 million cryptocurrency pairs, and their Oracle is essentially like a database of all the prices. So this is really cool. You can check out their white paper on their website. You can have a look here and look at some videos and stuff like that. But yeah, they basically provide data feeds to other protocols. So you'd be able to, if you wanted to, and you wanted a data feed of different pairs and stuff like that, you could pay Supra to do that.
So what I don't know, understand what, or I guess it is different because it's got a different. But I mean, it's very similar to Chainlink.
Yes, I would say. I suspect that they're competing against Chainlink, and if we look at Chainlink, like Chainlink is where number 17 at market cap of $4.5 billion. So, and I think Chainlink makes big money, so they're probably going after Chainlink. From there, and maybe they're solving some problems. They're actually saying that they've been developing this stuff and technology for the last 5 years. So this will be interesting. So maybe they are a big competitor to Chainlink, and they want a slice of that pie. So, but they've obviously convinced some people to get 24 million from them. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Apparently, it is now live on 40 plus test nets, and the idea is that you're able to integrate with these 40 networks, and if you're a developer or you've got Web3 applications, you can tap into Supra into the system, a bit like you can with Chainlink. So yeah, it's very very interesting. But they're doing an airdrop, $400 million airdrop. So we might post some details about that, and it's going to happen. I'm not sure of the dates of it. We'll check it out, maybe post it in Discord. But yeah, this is something worthwhile.
Definitely, because it's legit. It's like legit. They're raising real money, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I like, because I mean, yeah, there's some on airdrops, but this airdrop is obviously going to happen. They're giving away 400 million. They want to get their token out there, and there's a lot of money to make it happen. So yeah, and see, so they've got, this is for developers. You can see how you can build on Supra, and that's for where the developers. Oracles is all about pricing, so in price feeds, because you need to know what the prices of things are if you want to run an exchange, for example, or if you want to do any type of buying and selling or anything like that. You need to have price feeds. So this is what they're doing, and I imagine they'll be providing some of it, for free, and then they'll probably have some other things. If you have, actually, might have a look at the roadmap. Super Oracles. Okay, yeah, I've used Super a lot there. So they'll be doing. I imagine they'll be bringing out products, and that token they have is probably going to be like, I suppose, like Chainlink. It'll be used. You have to have that Super token to access these data feeds, and that will build their system out. So they're obviously going after Chainlink. I reckon it's very profitable. And if we jump back into let's say let's go back to DeFi Llama and have a look at Chainlink. Let's go back here to the main page, search Chainlink. Here. Now, there should be one where here we go, Chainlink revenue. Not sure if that's 100% right. It says 4 billion link price. Don't know. I have to check because I know I think Chainlink make a lot of money from their service. So I reckon that's what they're going after. Volume link liquidity. It does say 1.82 million annualized. I don't know if that's. Yeah, I don't know if that's exactly right. I thought they might have made more money than that. I'll have to find out some more.
Yeah, well, Chainlink's it's still all right. It's sort of bounced back a little bit. It's about $8 now. So
okay, there you go. So fees, like they're charging fees of $8,000 a day. $5,000 a day. Yeah, so they're making money. With with their revenue, so fees and revenue. There you go. Okay, so yeah, they're making pretty good money on that. There's a cumulative. Yeah, interesting. So there might be other products that they've got, but they're definitely making money and they're doing well.
Well, there you go. There's one for you guys to get onto that airdrop ASAP, because then you can get some free tokens. Because these things, if they blow up, you can really do really well, because there was already 24 million raised, so that's an indication of that's probably worth just signing up to the airdrop, because that's going to give you free coins. But if you look at, I remember the Chainlink ICO, I bought it, and look at it, it was 11 cents. But even now, Chainlink is down. People still made millions of dollars. It's Chainlink when it's still $8.12 when it's down. All right, look at it. This is the chart. It's basically the all-time chart, sells it all. And you can imagine these people that bought it at the ICO stage, because it didn't really do much for a long time, and then it started to moon, and it went to $47. So if you bought it at 11 cents and it went to $47, and you bought enough of it, and you held, you would have made millions of dollars. So yeah, I'm not saying that Super is going to be another Chainlink, but they're giving away 420 tokens to start off with. That's if you get the 25 stars, though. You got to do a lot of stuff to get it. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. It either goes off or it doesn't. But certainly with the cash that they have raised, it's certainly very appetizing, because they got the money there to do what they say they're going to do. Whether they do it or not, it's another thing. So that's going to be very interesting. Yeah, that's going to be really interesting. So yeah, it's like anything. You get into these things early enough and they stick. They make people millions of dollars. Chainlink's one of them. There's been so many. Even I got an email from what was that one? The one that we did, the one in the Shroud, the Power
Ledger.
Power Ledger. I got an email from that the other day. Can't remember what it was about. I didn't read it. Well, I quickly read it, and then I just went straight over the top of me, because they haven't done Sweet FA. But they did right at the beginning of it. It was the hottest thing since Cabbage Patch Kids. It was bloody Power Ledger, and it was one chain, and it was there was another big one. I can't remember the name of it, but they were just smoking hot at the time. We got into a few good ICOs that was smoking hot. I know you were up one. You were up one nearly a lot of money, but there was ones. They were the glory days of ICO days. So it still happens, and you can. But then in between, those we're talking about legit ones that are long term. But then, you know, in between of that, there's you know, shady bloody meme coins, and they go off, you know, like and they actually turn into something a little bit more half decent, like Shiba Inu. People would have made squillions from that. Dogecoin went up. There was another one. Floki was another one that's still around, still doing all right apparently. So, and there's another one, Hippopotamus or some hippie or some I can't remember what the name is. It's now they're talking about that one. So they're all talking about these animals, and you know, you get onto them and they're hit and miss, but you know, you get on the right one and you put $100 in it and it turns into, like, you know, $1 million. It does happen, guys. It does happen, but it's a long shot. Yeah, it's called Eli Hippie, El Hippie, something. I don't know, man. It's some fucking sounds real dodgy to me. But they're always still popping up, guys, these meme coins.
Hey,
I noticed the pink. Sorry.
I was just going to say, we're talking about dodgy. Have you seen Elephant?
No. Is it going up again?
I believe so. Let me look at the chart. Yep. Wow. I better look at my portfolio again.
You still holding?
Yeah, I think I had something. I don't know. I don't know what I got left, but yeah, maybe now's the time to
wow, look at the chart.
The chart.
It's mooning. It's going up.
Mooning. Oh yeah, it's at the top. It's like top of that spike recently, and we did mention it a few episodes ago. I talked about it, and I'm not saying to get in it, but it's just one of those things. Like, something will probably be another hack, but look at that. If you go to Max, have a look at Max, and you'll see that what happened. See how it's now higher than its spike when. So yeah, that's what I liked about Elephant, right? Because the guy, you know, he was trying to basically create this, and this is what Elephant was all about. But the problem was, you know, things can get hacked, and people can get, you know, do dodgy things. And look, it's just waiting to happen. But there you go. There's the price again. So yeah, maybe I should look at it again. But yeah, anyone that went into here's the other thing: when you invest on the DeFi side, like I went into Trunk and locked that up, and I got screwed over. So now, obviously, if you're only in the coin itself, I think it was only like a 10% fee. So so it's like anything. If you believe in the, you know, hype of the make money on a percent per day type thing, that sort of attracts you. But if you sort of just traded the actual token by itself without getting involved, then yeah, you'd be doing all right. But it's taken a while to get to where it is now. There's a year, I think, over a year.
Yeah, I'm looking at the. I never thought it'd come back.
Yeah,
it has.
No, I knew it would, because it's just math. What's happening is that protocol is buying the protocol, and when it buys and sells, right, it basically, remember that 50% of the supply is already held in like a treasury, and then what happens is they keep buying and buying more, and basically the supply becomes limited, and that's what you're seeing there in the chart. So
wow,
yeah, but they wouldn't have got there. I don't think they would have got there without all their new farms and things that they did, because Trunk was dying when they did that, and then what they did was they opened up all these new farms to allow people to come in. So look, it might fall over. Someone might steal from it. It might be another hack, another hack. Like, that's what I feel, the vibes I get from it. So, but it's just interesting. You mentioned dodgy, and I thought, better bring that up.
Yeah, no. Well, that's the thing. It's just you just don't know. Some of these things, you just think that they're done and never come back, and they do. And sometimes they just do. It's just weird. You can't pick it, and you can't. It just happens. And if you're on the right end of it, you're laughing. But if you're not, then if you sold your bags and had enough, then it's just one of those things. So I think we're going to see a few surprises this year in the next bull run. I think we're definitely going to be in for some surprises, because a lot of these coins, they'll surprise us. They'll come back, and especially the ones that still have a lot of development. So yeah, it's not going to just come back from just sitting there doing nothing. It's going to come back because they're actually actively doing development on the ecosystem, and people are supporting it. So that's just the ingredients for success with anything. It's got to have a community there, and it's got to have a good it's got to be a half decent project too. It can't just be a meme coin. I mean, it happens with meme coins too, but I mean, it's a long shot with the meme coins. But if they're doing something, and they keep on working at it, sometimes it can, 2 or 3 years of going nowhere, and then boom. What was it? There was something that recently that I read that was the case. It was something recently. I can't remember what it was, just on the tip of my tongue. But what happened was this guy did nothing for 3 or 4 years, and then all of a sudden it went boom. If I remember it, I'll post it in Discord. But that's the case. So, it's just one of those things, guys. You just gotta be there, I guess. I'm just looking at the chart now, and some of these projects are they're just gonna explode. I mean, I still get emails with Radix and what's the other one? Casper as well. So, keep them close to your chest. I really don't have much for the meta coins. Just me personally, I just don't see it. But again, I've been wrong before. But is it a fad? I don't think it's a fad. I just think that it's just not there yet. I just think that the metaverse thing, it's just not there yet. It's just a long ways off. It's difficult, really difficult to get a metaverse going, because it's like Facebook. It's like an ecosystem. You need, what makes it more valuable are users, and people need to stay there. They need to interact, and it's not easy to interact with something like crypto, let alone just buy crypto. It's for the normal person. They don't have any effing clue what. I just don't see that as a long-term thing. Games is a long-term thing. I just don't see it. And look, Render's moving up, so that's there. Axie Infinity's gone up, would you believe? Bitcoin SUV is up. Sandbox is up. Theta's up. Multiverse, which is eGold, that's up. So yeah, again, a lot of these will be default by going up anyway. So just keep that in mind. Arbitrum, Near, Optimism, the Graph, Algorand, all these, this XDC, all these will just go up. Stacks. So they're good. Mantle, they're Aptos. They're good to buy in now while they're cheap, and then hold them. Maker while they're ICP while they're low, and then flip them. Literally just buy them now and forget about them for the next couple of years, pretty much. Then you should make really good gains on them. It just all depends on when Bitcoin next bull run of Bitcoin. That's all it is. And even Ian Bellini even says this in his couple of videos ago. He says, if you want to get rich in crypto, this is how you do it. You buy. It's basically textbook Warren Buffett, and go out there and buy all the shitty houses when they or not the shitty houses, but the shitty houses in the good streets when everyone defaulted on their loans in 2018 because everyone was handing out loans left, right, and center. Everyone couldn't pay their loans back.
Yep.
A lot of houses dirt cheap, and just go and buy all the houses when they were dirt cheap in good streets. Shitty houses in the best streets. So that's what you're going to do with crypto. It's exactly textbook Warren Buffett. Textbook. That's what Ian Bellini said. This is when you make your money now, and it's exactly what we've been saying for forever. It's pretty much textbook. You can do it with anything: stocks, real estate. You buy when there's blood on the streets, or you buy a shitty home in a good neighborhood, and you do it up. It's the same with crypto. You're buying these cryptos that are layer ones, that are layer twos, that's got a lot of development happening behind the scenes, but the price, it's not reflective of the price that it should be because of the current market trend, which is markets down. So you buy now, textbook Warren Buffett, and then when the price goes up to Bitcoin bull run, guess what? You bought your Litecoin, you bought your XDC, all your Bitcoin Cash, eGold. You bought it now, and you're flipping them for 5x, 10x. Boom. Next bull run, you sell it, and we all know when the next bull runs. It's obviously when the next bull run is when it hits over 69k. That's a dead set giveaway because the last all-time high was 69k. So obviously we're going to know up in the when it leading up to that because we're going to see the pattern. But that's a dead set giveaway. Hit 69k. Guess what? We're all-time high now, guys. We're in a bull run officially, and you let it ride, and then you don't get greedy. You sell. Textbook Warren Buffett. You sell all those coins that you're buying now for next to nothing because they're all 5x, 10x, and then you sell. Don't get greedy. Sell your stuff, and then wait till it to drop back down, which it always does, and then you might want to go back in if you want. But definitely sell, make your profit, take your profit. So this is literally how you're going to make money with crypto. You make it when the bull run is when it's a bear market. Textbook Warren Buffett. So, but you can watch that video. It's a really good video. And I've been following Ian Bellini for forever. Like I haven't been following him like lately, but I've followed him. Like I've been following him for a long time. I just haven't been following him like on a daily basis, if you want to say it. Okay. But his channel, he doesn't do much on his normal channel because maybe he's promoting token metrics. So I'll show you the. It's definitely worth it watching this.
There's so many ways and avenues to make 100x in crypto.
So this is how to find the next 100x crypto, and this is only did it one day ago, but it's on the token metrics. Okay, so I'll put the link in the Discord, but this is like another follow-up video, so it's not maybe that video I just talked about did well, so he's doing like a follow-up video. So this is the one that did well. Okay, so this one, how to make millions in the next crypto bull run. Okay, so in this video, he did it a month ago, it got 40,000 views. And I think this one here now that he just done a day ago, how to find the next 100x crypto. It's kind of like a play on that one. Yeah. So this one is this one here, this how to make $1 million in next crypto bull run. I just outlined it. I basically watched the whole video and I just told you what it was. And that is textbook Warren Buffett strategy. And that is buy when there's blood on the street, buy your crypto while it's down, and then flipping it when you get the next bull run. And interesting enough, he said he doesn't own any Bitcoin because he said, and it kind of like makes sense, I guess. Basically what he says is, I don't hold any Bitcoin because I want to make money with the low cap gems, and he's right. He's absolutely right.
Mm.
What he does is he buys the low cap gems because they're the most profitable ones, and then he flips them and they go up, which is like playing stocks, playing whatever Warren Buffett strategy. So he has no Bitcoin, and he buys all the low cap layer ones, layer twos, all the strong coins that have been around for at least 3 or 4 or 5 years. Since they were around the last bull run, they're still around now, and they're still working on stuff. That's what he says. And then buy them now, and then to flip them, he'll make 5, 10x in them, 20x even, some of them, 50x maybe. And then, he just repeats the process. So I guess it makes sense what he's talking about. So I'll post the link in Discord. Actually, I'll post his whole channel, and then you guys can have a look at the this one here, the How to Make Millions, and then the last one. I haven't watched this one yet. I watched a little tiny bit of it. How to Find the Next 100x Crypto Academy, 100x Crypto. So I'll post that into Discord. But while you're doing that, while I'm doing that, what else? Have you got anything else you might want to share? Otherwise, we might call it a day.
No, I don't have anything else at the moment. Just those couple of things we chat about. Don't have too much. But it all depends. Like, it depends on a lot of things. We could. There's a lot of things going on, but what will happen is when it happens, it'll move quickly. That's what I reckon. Like, you'll start to see, like, remember how Bitcoin just jumps? Bitcoin doesn't like stay at it's been steady at like 25, 27K, right? But you know how like in the last bull runs, it just went up really quickly. And it just saw massive gains. And if you weren't holding during that time, you missed out. You were just chasing it, right? So that is just something I want to say is, while nothing's going on, that's the time to be holding, because once it starts moving and really starts to go off, it's too late to be buying in, because you should have been boarding in when no one interested in it at 25K. So, and that applies to some of the other ones we talked about. So just remember that when it moves, it's going to rapidly move, like it has done in the past.
Yeah, another thing too, I know it's probably out of reach of a lot of people, but people have got coin out there. You might want to do it. It just depends. If you've got to be into it, right? But it's the same strategy, right? You buy it, you're going to do it with machines. Okay, so what you're doing is you're buying these coins, you're buying these machines now, and you want to like get them when they're like, on the sale. Or I think this one here is down now because of the Litecoin flipping, this L7. It was making good money. Yeah. This L7, right? You could buy this machine for cost 20 grand when it came out. Now it's like 4,500, right? So you're thinking, why would you buy it now? I mean, you could probably pick up maybe a couple of these on eBay if you looked. So why would you buy it? Because the reason why you'd buy it is because you're mining this stuff. This is a Litecoin mine, okay? So you're mining this stuff, and you're still going to be in profit. But if you can buy it cheap enough, if you can buy the machine cheap enough, you can accumulate this Litecoin. Obviously, you're going to have to pay the rent on the electricity, but there's ways of getting around that with other ways of solar and stuff. We're kind of like trying to get this power down. But what you're doing is you're going to be mining these coins now to then hold in the next bull run. So, you do this with Bitcoin miners as well. And so that's what you're basically doing with mining. You're buying it now to then, hopefully hold it. You're mining Bitcoin and you're mining Litecoin, and then you're kind of like holding it to then till it hits an all-time high. So this L7 Antminer. Oh, it's not showing, but yeah, I don't know. It's just
change the spelling.
7 Antminer. Even with these, a couple, I think about 4 or 5, Yeah, so that's 171,000 baht. Don't know what that is in US dollars. I have to change the currency. But yeah, even with that, you could still, maybe find a couple of good machines. And then a couple episodes ago, probably about 5 episodes ago, I talked about the GPU mining, earning money from GPUs with the AI. So now there's a website you can go to where you can use your computer to mine. They use your hash power, and you're basically essentially just becoming like a computer, and they're using that hash power to for AI, because AI needs GPUs. So that's what Microsoft did. No, was it Microsoft or was it, I think, Facebook? They went out and bought all these high-end GPUs. They're like 200 grand each. They went out and bought like thousands of them from NVIDIA. And because they use it, they need that for the processing of AI. So that's what's really hot right now is AI, but what's powering it is GPUs. So there's an opportunity there. If you have GPUs, you can tap into this website, which I can't remember the name of it, but they essentially, you can just make money from your laptop or your GPU. But anyway, if I find it, I'll. It's more profitable than actually mining coins. AI, yeah. I actually showed you this. Oh yeah, here it is. It's called Vast. So I showed you guys this a while ago, and you can do YouTube on this as well. You can actually go to YouTube and you can check this out. See, so you get this like this shows you the actual what you're going to make. You can rent it. You can rent it, and then you can earn it. Earnings. Oh, you're going to create an account. But just go on YouTube and you can sell it. You can see it. But it's called Vast AI, and essentially the go is you just hook up your computer to it and start using your computer as a machine that just processes, and they use that to process the AI, and you earn money.
Cool.
But go on YouTube; it's all on YouTube, and people are making like, I don't know, $8, $10 a day from like with one GPU card, which they were mining, they'd probably only make like $2 or no, $1 a day. But because they're on this Vast AI, they're getting like way more money because it's AI, Anyway, so there's ways to make money. It's just knowing what, when, where, I guess. So, Christmas is coming. Christmas lights always sell like freaking hotcakes. Buy yourself some Christmas lights off Alibaba or 1688. Bring them into your house, and then start selling them on Facebook. Because I know in States it's massive, but in Australia it's pretty big too. I don't know if they still have it. I'm pretty sure they do. But I used to live around the corner, and it was the street that was opposite, like around the corner from where I used to live in Brisbane, was the biggest street with streetlights. So
it's very competitive.
Yeah. So I didn't know this until I saw it on the news, and then I'm like, oh, it's just around the corner. It's the next street over. So I get out, I walk around there, and then I see all this traffic. And there's tons and tons of cars. They're all coming because it's in the shape of a U, and they all come to see this house. In that street there was about probably about 15 houses, and they were all lit up like crazy, and they were having competitions. So Christmas lights is the thing in Australia. Definitely is the thing. So that's one idea if you guys want to do. You're going to make money. It's just doing it, and I guess that's pretty much what it comes down to. Down to everything, just doing it. Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Well, guys, I hope you got some ideas there with what Carl shared and I shared, and not always it's crypto, it's other stuff too. But it's at the end of the day, it's the same goal, isn't it? It's making money and then putting that money into what we talked about, and go and watch that 2 videos: how to make money, how to make millions in the next bull run, and the last one he just did, which is a day old, is how to make money with the 100x next 100x crypto on the Token Metrics. I'll put the link to that in Discord. I think I've already done it. All right, guys. Well, thanks for chiming in, and Garth, good to see you again, mate.
You too.
And yeah, good to see everyone again. And we'll chime in next week. So have a good week. Catch you guys.
Hey guys, bye.